I didn't like how the people did it. So, you know, I had a preconception. You know, many people try to sponsoring me with many different companies, they push me, they lie in many things. So I don't like it. But I saw the system is perfect. The direct selling concept is perfect. So I think, okay, the first, because I'm really serious about it, I'm really serious about my life. So the first, I want to learn everything. So I went to the bookshop and I bought all books what was available about the direct selling industry, and I read it, and I studied this market. And of course, after I started to study the companies, step by step is how working the marketing plan, what is advantage, what is disadvantage. And finally, I was really sad because I didn't find the right company for me. But one day I found the DXN through the internet, and I bought a flight ticket to Malaysia because I want to see this company is real or not, the product is real or not. So 2008 I went to Malaysia and I checked the company and I thought, yes, this is the company for me. And I chose this company first because the coffee. Because the coffee is the most easiest product to introduce the people. Because if I say coffee, everybody knows what is the coffee. If I say Ganoderma, most of the people never heard about it. So this is why I choose the DXN, because the coffee. And I want to do this business. But 14 years before was a small problem. It was, of course, it's not small. You know, the company was not in Europe. So they told me, Laszlo, if you want to do something, you have to do everything. So it was not easy, you know, because I go back to Europe and I start to do this business, and no products, no product catalog, no offices, only my face, only my vision. So I have to share it. And of course, most of the people told me, Laszlo, forget it. It is a stupid idea. Nobody wants to buy coffee with mushroom in Europe, so it cannot be working. So, but it was not interesting for me because I saw how is the DXN in Malaysia, and what is their mission, what is the concept. You know, the one world one market. You know, it's everything is one hand, own plantation, own factories, own system. So I do this business really seriously. And of course, finally, it works. So now I would like to share with you is how. What is the most important thing is, you know, it's we work together with people, with human, and you have to know the human is not logical. So we are thinking we make a logical decision, but it is not true. Most of the time we made emotional decision. So my thinking was, if you want to build this business, want to build a huge business, I have to understand is how working the human mind. So because one thing, the background is okay. We have amazing products. We have a best compensation plan, but okay. But how the people thinking, you know, it's I will have to share with you the crazy story. You know, I living in the small city. It's only 100,000 people is live there. So, and I started this business 40 years before, and I share, and most of the people told me, Laszlo, it's a stupid idea. It cannot be working in Europe. And after a few years later, one of my old friends come to my house. And he told me, it's really friendly, Laszlo, do you know what the people talking behind you? They are talking behind you, you won a lottery. So they cannot imagine, you you know, this business is working? And of course, my answer is, of course, I won a lottery. Every week, my number is coming, you know, because I joined the DXN. So my and you know, it's sometimes I think, yes, of course I won every week, because you know, it's no need to anything, my bonus is coming. So it's amazing. So I try to understand the human mind, because you know, that is the question. You know, this business is good or not. The question is, how can you communicate it? You are here tonight because you know this is a great opportunity, but could you share it? Could you share it with others really effectively? So, you know, it's first I understand one really important thing. Many people join the business because join the business, it is not a decision. The registration is free, so it is not a really strong decision. Okay, and many people come to the office and they see, okay, this is a great stuff, it's a great family, everybody is happy, everybody is smiling, and they enjoy. But the question is, where is your bonus? Where is your result? So, not this is the business, you come here every evening, you come every seminars, it's when is your bonus, when is your result? And you know, it's many people come back to me and they ask me, Laszlo, please help me, how can I build a huge business? I really want to make money. And you know, my answer is really strange. I told them, sorry, I cannot help you, because what you ask is too general. I really want to help you, so my request is, please come back 1 week later and please tell me what happened in the last week. And of course, you can see why this is the result. So if you are not satisfied about your bonus, please check your calendar. Please check your calendar, what happened in the last week. Okay, it's really simple, but what is the main point? The main point is, why happening this? I really want to understand. You know, many people is here, many people understand this is the best opportunity, but they don't do this business seriously. Why happening this? And now I can say the good news is, finally I found the answer. So now I know the real answer. Most of the people don't do this business because they don't like what they have to do. This is the problem. This is the problem. You know, you are here, you have to know what you have, you know what you have to do, but you don't do. Because in your mind, you don't really like it. So, my friends, the most important thing is, you have to forget every rules, because this is a real opportunity, and you have to find your own way. You have to find your own way. How can you enjoy to do this business? Because if you find your own way, and if you enjoy what you have to do, you want to do this business every time. It can be not a work for you. It will be the fun. Let's see example, because I wouldn't like any misunderstanding. So please try to imagine 14 years before I joined the DXN. And if that time somebody told me, Laszlo, you can be successful only if you become a therapist. Of course, I didn't start this business because I don't like it. This is not my style. But I was lucky because nobody told me anything. So I can create my own way. So I joined the DXN and I built my own ambassador business only with 2 products. First was the coffee, but you know, many people told me, Laszlo, I never drink coffee, so I have to find the other products. So I found the soap, you know, most of the people take a sugar every day, so it is really effective products. So I use only these 2 products because it's working for everybody immediately. Okay? Of course, if you like to talk about the spirulina, the ganoderma, if you enjoy to talk about it, please do it. The most important thing is you have to enjoy what you have to do. This is the key point. So when I start to do this business, I take a paper, 1 paper, because it's no need to talk too much first time, and I write my speech in the paper. Only 1 paper. And you know, when I talk to people, before the meeting, you know, I prefer the face-to-face meeting. You know, before the meeting, I check my schedule, check my point. I did the meeting, and after the meeting, every time, until today, I check my point again. And if I did any mistake, next time, I will focus, how can I correct it? But the most important thing, I have to enjoy what I want to say, what I want to communicate, how I want to communicate. This is the key point. So, if you have a network, if you have a team, you can ask them, do you enjoy what you have to do? Because if you really enjoy, you want to do every time. It's really simple. If you enjoy something, if you have a hobby, you want to do that every time. It is not a question. So it's really important. Okay, so I wrote everything. I wrote my strategy, you know, is how working the official DXN presentation. Most of the people use this way. First, they are talking about the company, how big this company, how amazing the company. The second one, they are talking about the products really deeply, extremely deeply. They want to share everything about the ganoderma first time. But it's really boring for the new prospect. And the third one, you know, take a pencil, pen, and drawing a circle. How can you be millionaire next week? Yes, this is what's happening in the direct selling industry. But it's extremely boring for everybody. Yes? So I forget this rule and only 1 paper. What was my why I joined the DXN, why I choose the direct selling industry, why I use this product, why this opportunity is the best for me, not for the new prospect, because this is my life. I can talk about seriously why it's good for me. Maybe he or she can think same, and she's thinking, okay, this is a real point, my situation is same. You know, when I started the business, my situation was same than your situation. Nobody was under me, nobody. No products, no offices. You know? Now your situation is much better, you know. The royal family drinks his coffee, so this is the best place in the world for the success, it's not a question. So, okay, so I write everything in the paper, and of course, every time I check what is the reaction, how working is, how effectively. And finally, I found 3 really critical points. And I realized if I cannot solve these 3 critical points in the first meeting, it is wasting time. So it cannot be working. But the biggest challenge is the new prospect many times wouldn't like to talk about it. So I have to find the special strategy. So when I met a new prospect and I'm talking about my why and talking about it is how working this opportunity for me, you know, after I use a special sentence. I say, sorry, I know what is in your mind. I'm really sorry, but I have a big experience. So the most important thing is that is in your mind now, where is my risk? Everybody afraid the risk. This is the normal way. Yes? Because he or she has a preconception, he has a bad experience maybe, and maybe he hasn't money, but he really afraid the risk. He doesn't want to lose anything. You know, this is normal. This is the main point. So I realized the first step, I have to solve this problem, and I have to show the people no risk. This is a risk-free opportunity. It's really important. You know, my favorite sentence is, many times I use it when I talk a new prospect, you know, my situation is very lucky because no need to believe me. No need, you know, believe your own experience. So now I have to say you know, no risk. You cannot lose your money if you join. Not only because the registration is free, because, you know, it's no need to buy any big packages, any star packages. If you buy 1, 2 spaces, it's okay. You can start. You can start this business without any risk. Don't believe me. Please believe your own experience. Please check in the internet. Please check the office. Okay? It's really simple, really clear. No risk. This is a risk-free opportunity. So the first thing is finished. It's solved. Everybody can understand. It's really simple. You know what is the second? That is available every prospect mind. You know, the question is it working? You know, before he or she never heard this opportunity. So somebody is coming and somebody is coming who is really excited about it, but is it true? Is it working? So I have to say something about it. Why can I say, of course, it is working? You know, our situation is really lucky because, you know, it's Sunday will be the 20th anniversary. So we are here 20 years. The company will be next year the 30 years old. So this is not a test period. We are all over the world. So more than 12 million satisfied customers. So, you know, a company cannot be work 30 years, 20 years without great products, without great system. So the cheating company is finished 1, 2, 3 years maximum. So of course it is working. It is working everywhere. It is not a question, but you have to fix it. The new prospect mind, you know, no risk, and it is working. And if you are ready, and if you share your why, your story, why did you choose the DXN, you will arrive the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge. Because, you know, it's many people understand. Yes, it is a good opportunity. Yes, it is working. But they are thinking, it is not for me. I cannot do it. Because my education, my current situation, my style, many objection it's available. So the biggest challenge is end of the meeting, the first meeting, I have to show the new prospect, yes, you can do it. It's really important. How can you show it? How can you show it? You know, our situation is really lucky because more than 12 million people joined the DXN in the last 30 years. So I'm sure you know many stories. So when I met the simply people who is a really hard worker and without any education, I can share with him a story with the same people, same person, who was the same situation. You know, I know but I know how many hard workers from Abu Dhabi, from Dubai and other countries now is really successful with this system. They are coming from really far. You know, when I met a businessman, I know maybe he has money, but he hasn't time. So I sell the time, you know, because time is most valuable than the money. Of course, it's better if you have time and money. So if the time is without money, it's not really good. But you know, it's if when I talk to somebody, and somebody is a businessman, somebody is a hard worker, I can share the story. I can share the story. Why is valuable this business for them? And you know, because I told it's no risk, it's totally risk-free business. Of course, you can try it. You cannot lose anything. You can only win if you join this company. You know, but honestly, it's available. It's a really big risk if you miss this opportunity. Only this risk available if somebody misses this opportunity. So these three things, my focus point, you know, no risk, it is working, and you can do it. Of course, this you can do it section is the hardest part. But if you check your communication, if you check your stories, what you use, because you know the direct selling business is a storytelling business. So if you use this way, you can be more and more successful. But the main point, of course, your action. So how working is your calendar? So how many people did you share this opportunity? So this is the main point. So if you are not satisfied about this business, of course, if you are not satisfied about your bonus, of course you can find the answer in your calendar. So please focus, enjoy this business. This is the main point. So these things are the most important thing in my business method. But of course, many other feature, other technique, other really important things is available. But if you want to sponsoring new people, you have to focus this way. And after, if you have a team, of course, it's other option is available that you have to use. But the good news is, and I really like this type attitude in the DXN, you know, here everything is free. You have to buy only the products. So I am here 14 years, and the last maybe 11, 12 years, I recorded my own presentation. Yesterday in Dubai, I hold the same presentation, but I recorded it. And a few days later, I upload my YouTube channel. And you know, my YouTube channel is available, I think, more than 200, 400 different presentations from the last 11, 12 years. More than 20 different languages. And if you like it, you can use it. It's free for you. My knowledge is free for you. And now, if you have a job, and if you do this business only part-time, maybe every day you go your workplace, and until this time it was a wasting time. But now you can download the videos to your smartphone, and you can listen, you can learn. Okay, not only from me. Many DXN leader has a YouTube channel, and you can download it. You know, until that time, I learn, because it's really important. You know, I travel a lot, I fly a lot, but when I flying, I not use the Netflix. I use the training videos. I download many TED videos, and I listen how other people are thinking about the business, about the life. So I want to be more, and this knowledge I want to share with my team and all the DXN family. So use your time. effectively, and you can be more successful. So don't worry about your current situation. Don't worry about it. But you have to worry about your action, about your future action. What will you do tomorrow? Because the market is here. The opportunity is extremely big. You know, you can be Crown Ambassador more faster than me. It is not a question. The question is, you take action, real action, or not. So, finally, I would like to share with you a short video. You know, I'm really close people, so I'm not a really open person. I know you cannot believe it, but of course, you know, it's when I'm here and I'm sharing knowledge. Of course, I'm really excited. But the other situation in the life, I'm really close. And I would like to share with you a small video is what happened in my life in the last 4 years, because maybe you see I'm really enjoying my life. You know, my life is amazing. I have a huge family and I have time to spend with them. My passion is to travel. You know, the last 2 years was a COVID situation, but I was more than 30 different countries. So I travel a lot. I really enjoy because, you know, when I travel, every time I got a new impression, so I can be more so. Every time I'm talking about it, you know, it's the last 14 years, I lived more than 14 years because my life was extremely intensive. So, 4.5 years before, I was 50 years old. Now I'm 54, and because I really enjoy my life, of course, I really enjoy my life as a long term, and I really enjoy the quality life, you know, and the quality life is not working without health. So we have a great product, but we have one product that is amazing because more than 40 different universities took a research, and this university, independently from the DXN, they are talking, this contained the best anti-aging natural fruit in the world. This fruit name is a noni, and we have a drink, it's a morinzi, the content is a noni. So this product is the most anti-aging natural fruit drink in the world. And of course, I really want a long life. So I make a decision when I was 50 years old. Every single day, I want to drink 1 bottle morinzi. You know, this is a mega dose. Of course, it's a mega dose. 2 tablespoons is enough for everybody, but I want to be sure there's a long life. So this is why I drink. And you know, I'm really serious about it. So I never miss any single day. Today is the 1707th day. So, and I wouldn't like to finish it. So you will see is how working is 10 years later, 20 years later, 50 years later, because I am really serious about it. So I will drink this morinzi every day. So, and of course, every day I recorded it because this is my goal. But I want to record it because I want to show it's happened. It's happened. So I'm not an influencer. But I record it, I upload it, because I want to show 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, it's happened. It's happened, so I did it every single day. So this is a short video, is what happened in the first 4 years. So you have to know the more easy drinking is same than the natural building. Because you know, drink 1 bottle of Morinzi every day, it's a really small thing. Only half a minute, you know, shake it and drink it, it's nothing. But if you do this every day, one day it will be a big thing, you know. Now it's 1,700 days. You know, I drink this Morinzi until this time, 39 different countries. So if you do the DXN business every day, seriously, step by step, one day you build a huge business. So thank you for your time, thank you for your listening. But finally I have to say you really sad things. You know, today was absolutely wasting time for you if you don't use anything from that you heard tonight. So it was a wasting time. So everything is up to you. The opportunity is in your hand. You can create the same or better life for yourself if you are serious about your goal and if you are serious about your action. The market, the opportunity is in your hand. Thank you. Okay, so you can join my community, my Morinzi community. You can follow me every social media. Now I have a Facebook group, it's a daily Morinzi Facebook group. It's more than 70,000 people is there. So you can join if you want, or other social media. And if you want, we can drink together. Morinzi. So you can buy Morinzi and we can drink together. Thank you.